All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Let's get right into it. Get right into it. Check everything out. Oh, man. There we go. All right, erase that. Okay, check everything. Let me see everything's good. All right. Give me a minute. Let's see. All right. Yeah. All right, we're going to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Bashai. Double honor to the apostle brother Elder Wade Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom, as you see here, the title, the wicked through the pride of his countenance. Right? Right, we're going to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Bashai. Double honor to the apostle brother Elder Wade Millstone. Shalom to the... So as you see here, the title is wicked. Well, I forgot the title, but you're going to see what I'm getting into, though. So we're going to get right into the lesson.
I want to tell you a story.
I used to believe that Jesus was...
Hey family, Watchman Adam here. Today is Monday, May the 9th. I'll tell you about the beast system himself. This man is going to tell you exactly what the plans are for the beast system and what they want to do to our bodies, which is God's temple. So family, I'm going to play the video now.
COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. We want to stop this epidemic. We need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin. What we have seen so far, it's corporations and governments collecting data about where we go, who we meet, what movies we watch. The next phase is the surveillance going under our skin. We now see mass surveillance systems established even in democratic countries, which previously rejected them. And we also see a change in the nature of surveillance. Previously, surveillance was mainly above the skin. Now it's going under the skin. Governments want to know not just where we go or who we meet. Above all, they want to know what is happening under our skin. What's our body temperature? What's our blood pressure? What is our medical condition? Now humans are developing even bigger powers than ever before. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life. Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news. I know that in recent years, we saw populist politicians undermining deliberately the trust that people have in important institutions like universities, like respectable media outlets. These populist politicians told people that, say, scientists are this small elite.
Now family, that was the words of Harari himself. I didn't know about this dude till a few days ago. Mandy Hanley, daughter of the king, informed me about him. I'm going to link her channel in the description box below. Family, the beast system is here. Now the world elite, the Jesuits, and the NWO are telling us their plans. So they want to use technology to keep surveillance on us and make us like gods. Harari is a Jesuit, and the World Economic Forum and UN are ushering in the beast system. They don't care about us.
So as you see, let's get right to these scriptures. Let's go to Psalm chapter 2, verse 3. Man, this is too through. Psalm 2, verse 3 says, let us break the banners of sinners and cast them away the cords from us. Verse 4, he that sat in the heaven shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Verse 5, they shall he speak unto them in the wrath and vex them in his sore displease. Right? Sore displease. Right, so. Alright, let's move on. What's that Psalm? Chapter 9. Verse, what's that? 17? Yep. Psalm 9, verse 17. The wicked should be turned unto hell, and all the nations that forgot the Most High. Verse 18, for the needy should not always forget the accept of the poor should not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not the man prevail, let the heathens be judged in thy sight. Put thy fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but man, right? To be but man. Now look up that word up. I keep forgetting that word, right? But to be man. So, this dude through, man. Let's read this again. There we go.
Expectation.
Yeah.
Supposition.
Supposition.
Assumption.
Assumption.
Belief.
Let's read again. Psalm 9, verse 18. For they needy should not away be forgotten. The expectation of the poor should not perish forever. Verse 19, it said, Arrival, Lord, let not the prevail. Arrival, Lord, let not man prevail. Let the heathens be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, and that the nation may know themselves to be but man, right? But man. Psalm chapter 10, verse 3. What is that? It says, Psalm chapter 10, verse 3, for the wicked. Oh, it's not what I want. It was not like we always live. Let's go to Psalm chapter 10, verse 3. For the wicked boast in his heart, desire and bless the covenant with the Lord endure. Verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High, and the Most High is not in all his thoughts. Right? The Most High is not in all his thoughts. You hear what he said? Verse 5, his ways are grievous, the judgment are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies shall puff at them. Psalm 10, verse 15. Break the arm of the wicked, and the evil man seek out his wickedness till they find none. Right, till they find none. Verse 16, the Lord is the king forever and ever. The heathens are perished out of his land. Psalm chapter 10, verse 18, to judge the fatherless and the oppressor, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. Right? No more oppress. Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. Psalm 14, verse 1. Let's see. Yeah, Psalm 14. It said, the foolish has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that do good. Right? There is none that do good. As you see, he said, the fool said, there is no God. Psalm 14, verse 1, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that do good. Verse 2, the Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of man and see it. There was any that did understand to seek the Most High. Right? Any that read again, Psalm 14, verse 2. The Lord had looked down from heaven upon the children of man to see if there was any that did understand and seek the Most High. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that do good, not one. Right? No, not one that do good. that verse 4. Have all his work of iniquity is no knowledge, but he eat up my people as they eat bread, and they called not upon the Lord, right? They called not upon the Lord. Verse 5, there was a great great fear of power, or for power is Psalm 14, verse 5. The ways there is great fear for the Most High is in the generation of the righteousness, right? Of the righteousness. The Most High in the generation of righteousness. Verse 6, you have shamed the counsel of the poor, because the Lord is his refuge. Verse 7, oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion. When the Lord bring back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. All right, let's go back to Psalms 14, verse 1. It said, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that do good. Right, there's none that do good. What else? Psalms. I'm trying to be too long, but we'll see. Yeah, man, messing up. Now what minutes we are right now. Psalms 37, Psalm 37, verse 1, it said, fear not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thy envy against the works of iniquity, for they should soon be cut down like grass when the wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so they shall not. What the heck I'm saying? No, hold on. Psalm 37, verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so they shall that dwell in the land, and verily they shall be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee desire of thy heart. Commit thy ways unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth the righteousness as the light, and the judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fear not thyself because of him who prosper in his ways, because of man who bring wicked device to pass. Right, who bring wicked device to pass. Psalm 37, verse, for the arm of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord uphold the righteousness. Right, he upholds the righteousness. And I want to get on, but I'm going with the scriptures. Psalm 37, verse 19, they shall be ashamed in the evil time. In the day of famine, they shall be satisfied. Verse 20, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemy of the Lord shall be as fattened lamb. They shall consume unto smoke, should they consume away. So right as you hear this dude, man, it was, I shouldn't be, shocked about it, but yeah. Man, that was, man. Let's read that again. Psalm 37, verse 20, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemy of the Lord shall be as fatness as a lamb. They shall consume unto smoke, should they consume away. Verse 24. Psalm 37, verse 27. It said, depart from evil and do good, dwell forevermore. No, I don't want to read that. That's 28, yeah. Psalm 37, verse 28. For the Lord hath loved judgment and forsake not his saints, to preserve forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Right. Psalm 37, verse, let's get right into it. Yeah, let's go to verse 40. And the Lord shall help thee and deliver thee. He shall deliver thee from the wicked and save thee, because they trust in him. No, it's 38, yeah. 39. Psalm 37, verse 39. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is our strength in the time of trouble. Right? He is our strength in the time of trouble. As you see the time that we are coming into, and the trouble that we are coming into, man, these devils ain't playing. Oh boy, what else? What else? Let's go to Proverbs. Chapter 6. That was a proud statement he just said, man. But what this say right here? Proverbs chapter 16, verse let's go to verse 15. Therefore, should his calamity come suddenly, should be broken without remedy, right? Should be broken without remedy. Proverbs 16, verse 6. There are 16 the Lord hate, yet 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, the hand that shed innocent blood, the heart devoured wickedness against wicked imagination, foot they be swiftly and running to mistress. Right, running to mistress. Proverbs 16, verse, what's that, 18? Yeah, Proverbs 16, verse 18. He said, the proud go before destruction, and the hardened spirit before a fall. Right. It said Proverbs 16, verse 18. It said, proud go before destruction, and the hardened spirit before a fall. What else I got? How much time? Yeah, I think I got one more scripture. Oh man. Let me see. No, I do. Let me get it out. Psalm 64. No, I got some. Oh, I'm messing up. So now I'll go to Isaiah 28, verse 15. Yeah, get that. It say, what's I got it right? Is it 29? No. Let's go to Isaiah 30. No, just go this first. Isaiah 31, verse 3. It said, not Egypt. Yeah, Isaiah 31, verse 3. Now, Egypt are man's, not God. And the horses of flesh and our spirit, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helps shall fall, and he that is hopeless shall fall down. They all shall fall together, right? All shall fall together. That should be it right there. Right there, she all fall together. Help not to Egypt, but most side. Help not. Okay. Yeah, this Isaiah 29, verse 15. It say, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in darkness, and they say, who will see us and who know us? They say, woe unto them that Isaiah 29, verse 15. They say, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in darkness, and they say, who see us and who know us, right? Who see us and who know us, right? They say, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. Just what else? Make sure we I think that should be yes. Look at this. He said the beast thou is here, nor tell us what the plan to do with our temple. Man, let's go into this and see a little bit more of this.
Need to monitor what's happening under their skin. What we have seen so far, it's corporations and governments collecting data about where we go, who we meet, what movies we watch. The next phase is the surveillance going under our skin. We now see mass surveillance systems established even in democratic countries, which previously rejected them. And we also see a change in the nature of surveillance. Previously, surveillance was mainly above the skin. Now it's going under the skin. Governments want to know not just where we go or who we meet. Above all, they want to know what is happening under our skin. What's our body temperature? What's our blood pressure? What is our medical condition? Now humans are developing even bigger powers than ever before. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life. Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news. I know that in recent years, we saw populist politicians undermining deliberately the trust that people have in important institutions like universities, like respectable media outlets. These populist politicians told people that, say, scientists are this small elite.
As you see. So I'm gonna close out right. That's all I wanted to see, you know. What's the title was? Is it The Wicked? The wicked through the power of his continent. Continent. We're gonna look up that word, continent.
Countenance.
Continent. What you see? What it say?
Appearance.
Right. They want that something look like. But what else? Not what I want out of here, but. No, it's not.
Face.
Feature. Physiognomy.
Expression.
Right, look at someone's face that have a prayer, emotion, sad expression. No doubt. Okay, that's all I want to get out of it. All right, that's all we got. We see. Got one more scripture. As you see, what's that? I think that should be it. Yep. What else I got? Let's see, go back to Psalms. No, go to Job 14, verse 5. 14, Job chapter 14, verse 5, it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, that had appointed his bond that he cannot pass, right? That he cannot pass. Hold on, that he cannot pass, as you see. So we're going to close out right there. So we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shema Shah, double unto the apostle brothers, the elder great men.